Ladies and legacy builders, welcome back to Tasha Mind Your Money. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you have enjoyed your Thanksgiving. If you're new here, my name is Tasha. I'm a mom on a mission to budget smart, save boldly, and share with you our progress one small step at a time. I am going to be closing out the final budget by paycheck for the month of November. I had some money here that I thought I was going to need to include in our budget because I wasn't sure if the income this week would be enough, and this $20 would have filled in the gap and then some, but I didn't have to use it, so I'm probably going to use this for something else. I don't have a staple remover, but I put a little sticky note here to remind myself what the $20 was for, but we don't need it. I did also need to remember the gift to the teachers, and we did that, so I think we're good to go. I think we can go ahead and close out the budget because I have all the numbers in. $1,200 was the plan for a W-2 income. $200 was the plan for side income. Nothing for the balance forward, which means we were budgeting for $1,400. That's our minimum budget right now. And $182.45 came in for side income. And I have to do the math real quick for the W-2 income. Okay, $12.24.51 is what came in for W-2 income. So that brings us to a total of $14.06.96. I really love budgeting with whole numbers, but in this season we need every cent we can get, so that's why I'm using the change. I usually don't. Our top priority is Psalm 146 verses 1 through 5. I will sing praises unto my God and continually because he's worthy and he deserves it. All right, so for our giving bucket first, our tithe was planned at $140, but we're going to give $141, rounding up a little bit because there's some change. Teachers, I did give $40 to my son's teachers, and so that is a total of $181 for giving instead of $180. Let me see if I can fold this, get that out of the way. For a savings bucket, the emergency fund, we plan to give $50 to that fund, and we are giving $50 just to increase it a little bit because it's not a bad idea to increase your emergency fund unless you have like a year's worth of income or expenses saved up. If you have a month, 2 months, 3 months, I think it's still a good practice to add to it because life is lifing. Balance forward is going to get $47 as planned, and so our savings is still $97. Now for investing, I am still sending $50 to the brokerage this week, and I'm super happy about that because we need to increase that a little bit. So I'm grateful that we can add some money to our taxable brokerage. Cash expenses, I did take out $40. All of that money went to laundry costs. So that's it for right now. Going forward in December and even into 2026, we're going to be restarting our savings challenges and our $5 Mondays on my other channel. So for right now, that's just $40 for cash. Now for the big kahuna, bills and variable expenses, the car loan got $120 from this income. If you watch my Transfer Tuesday videos and you stay up to date with those updates, we do have money that came from AdSense last week, the last paycheck, and that money is being transferred. So we are making more than the $120, but this is how much is coming from this budget, and the other money is coming from what we previously earned last week. Yeah. The mortgage was getting $525, still has to get $525. Our bills account, $245. Yeah, we're still doing that because we have some of December's bills to pay, the electricity bill, and we're going to pay towards the gas bill again because we have to keep chipping away at that. And also Geico insurance, so that will cover some of those. Gas, we paid $34.19 to fill up the tank this week, so that was good. For food, we went over budget on groceries. I spent $118.80. I shared a post 2 days ago, 3 days ago, probably when you see this 3 days ago, that showed. Sorry. I shared a post with my Aldi shopping run, and I wanted you guys to guess Did anybody get close, or did you like, I don't really want to guess. Anyway, we spent $118. So we were $15 over budget. Thankfully, we have a cushion in our account. I did not use the cushion to budget with this week because I wasn't sure what was going to happen to it, being that it's so close to Thanksgiving. We weren't even sure what we were going to do this week for Thanksgiving. We hadn't planned on anything, but I said at least if we have some money left behind, if we want to go out to eat or if we want to order something in, because I just did not have it in me to cook. We're just taking it very casual and easy this year. At least we had that to fall back on. So let me add up this bucket because I don't think there's anything else I need to add in bills and expenses. So 120 plus 525 plus 245 plus 34.19 plus 118 and 80 cents. So $1,042.99 for bills and expenses. And if we add this bucket total to this one, to that one, to this one, and to that one, we get $14.10 and 99 cents. So we are over budget. $14.06.96 by $4.03. Okay, so we are over budget by $4.03. And where's my pink highlighter? Pink is just prettier. Red is pretty, but pink is pretty too. So this $4.03, basically our cushion's going to eat that overage. So they took whatever we spent over, and we were over in food, so that was a big thing. I was hoping that because we were under in gas, that we had a little extra to use, but it's still all good. All right, so this week of the budget, I wanted to buy two $20 gift cards for my first grader and my third grader's teachers. We did that. I wanted to make spaghetti and bake ziti. I have the pasta for ziti, and I have the cheese, but my kids, they just get real picky about meat sometimes, so I might still be able to make it, but I probably will wait until next week because I want to freeze some to have going into December. My son colored this picture for me that he was so excited to show. So there's a minion. The goal is to get the car loan down to $15,700. We were at $16,404. No, we were at $16,292. We're going to make a regular payment. And then we're also going to make, if they add like $20 in interest, just rounding up, then we would be able to make at least $198 to bring us down to $15,999. I don't know if $15,700 was really that logical, but we'll see what happens when we get into December. I want to keep the balance forward in the account so that it can accrue interest, so we're not using our balance forward right now. And then my goal for the next week, going into December, is to exercise 2 times a week. So I have to stretch for at least 15 minutes. I have to do some walking, and I have to do some light exercising to get my body back into exercise mode. I also need to prep my Christmas cards. So that's another thing I'm trying to do before we close out November's budget. Those are just some of my to-dos. I don't know why I felt like sharing, but there it is. Let me quickly do percentages. Let's see. For giving, we gave 141. If we divide that into the 1406.96, that's 10%, just a little bit over. And then for savings, we saved 97, and that is 6.8. We can round that up to 6.9. And then for investing, finally, I'm so glad to say that we're investing 3.5%. Under what our target percentage is, but we still did something, for the last week of November. So I feel like this was a good, strong way to close out the month of November with this last budget by paycheck. We have a little bit money going to the emergency fund, a little bbit more added to our balance forward, and we were able to give to the teachers, which I was so grateful for. Even they were grateful. If you feel like if you can give $100 to a teacher, that's great. But like whatever you can do to show a little bit of gratitude and just thankfulness to your child's or children's or nieces, nephews, whoever, their teacher would be great, because if they're a really good teacher, they definitely deserve a little bit of just, hey, I recognize that you work really hard. And it's not easy dealing with certain behaviors in the classroom on top of just teaching our children so that they can grow into and be the brilliant thinkers that they are. So I appreciate you. Just a little bit of something can really go a long way, you guys. So yeah, that's it for my fourth budget by paycheck. I'm going to work on closing out the budget for you probably on Sunday when I come back on the 30th, because we need to reset for December. So I have my December budget ready to go. We have to make some changes. I don't know how well I'll do with making those changes, because the things that we have to prepare for in December, I just don't see how we're going to do it. So this is, again, us just trusting the Lord to move on our behalf, because we have to trust God in everything. Anyway, I'm going to close out on Sunday so we can reset for December. It might be a longer video because I'm going to close out November, and then I'm going to go ahead and reconcile the accounts and then share with you our December budget. All right, y'all, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for being here for as long as you were. I hope you found some enjoyment in this video, enough to give me a like. Make sure you comment, subscribe if you haven't, and let me know how your Thanksgiving was. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. This is how I'm minding my money, ladies, and managing it well. I hope you're minding yours, managing it well, and living your lives abundantly. And I'll talk to you in Sunday's video. Bye for now.